everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a review on the Byebye Birdie collection by Colourpop. And as you can see, we've got a company today, which is Pooh on the background. Yeah, he is gonna stay with us for the entire video and it's gonna be exciting. Actually, I only got 2 items from this collection. I didn't get everything because I was only into some of the shades and some of the items that I specifically love in this collection. And the first thing I got this, of course, the palette. It's got a lot of beautiful shades in it. I love it. And the other thing is this Ultra Blotted Lip liquid lipstick, and it is in the shade Starling. And of course, we gotta try out this eye palette. So I did an eye look by using this eye palette, and I'm very excited to show you how I did them because there are so many beautiful shades and glitters in this palette. And also, of course, it's not this eye look because this eye look I only did it for experiment because I want to try out some eyeliners and see if it works. So this is only an experiment. If you would like to know how I do it, maybe I'll do a video if you guys request. Now let's open this little baby. So it's, you can see there's a peacock feather on it. It's beautiful on the packaging, and on the back you can see all of the names of the shades, which really doesn't bother because inside of the palette you can see the name of each shade as well. And in this palette we have some matte colors, some metallic ones, and a couple of super shock shadows, and we have more than one glitter. I know some of the people do not favor the glitters because they thought it is not safe for your eyes, but well, it's pretty, I don't care, and my eyes are not so allergic to things like that, so I'm actually okay with that, and I love glitters in the palettes. So we have 2 glitters in the palette, and I really love the super shock shadows. Although you cannot really dip in with your brushes, you have to actually use your fingers to make it more pigmented, but it's actually fine. They're really pretty. And the dark colors, needless to say, they are stunning. They are perfect for deepening the outer corner of your eyes, so perfect. And the shimmery shades, these 3, all of them are beautiful. I love all of the shades in this palette, so that's why I say that. Anyway, but I want you to keep that in mind. If you want to get this palette, I think you really need to love pink and purplish eye looks to purchase them, because I would say the eye looks that you can create out of this palette is mostly in cool tone. So that's what I would want to remind you. Of course, there are some warm shades inside, but they don't do much. As you can see, this transitioning shade, well, I probably would say these 2, and this is a pink shade, so it's more of a cool tone shade. And this shade is peachy pink. It's not so cool tone, but it's the lightest color and it's a transitioning shade, so it doesn't really do much if you really want a warm eye makeup. This palette is not limited. You can actually create a lot of looks by using this palette, of course, because it's got some cool tones and warm tones, but mostly, I would say mostly, most of the eye looks you can create out of this palette are pretty much cool tones. So keep that in mind. Without further ado, now let's get right into the swatches. Alright, now here comes the swatches. I swatched all of the colors on my arms. Actually, I didn't love this palette that much before I swatch them all on my arms. I am so in love with this palette. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at all of the colors. Every color is to die for. You know, every color says whimsical. These swatches are from left to right, from the first row to the third row. The next thing I'm gonna swatch is this Ultra Blotted Lip in Byebye Birdie collection, and of course it's in the shade Starling. This is a I would say it's a beige color and it's matte finish. Okay, now let me swatch it for you. Now you've seen the swatches, let's get right into the eye makeup tutorial. First of all, we're gonna use this blending brush to dip in the color Nesting. It's the lightest shade of the entire palette. And we're gonna do it in the crease as kind of a transition shade. It's a beautiful subtle pink peeking through, not too much. We'll do a little more. Okay, by the way, I already did my eyeliner and my eyebrows off the camera. So this is me building up my eyeshadow. Second of all, we have to use Byebye Birdie. It's a pinky shade and we want to build it up on the outer corner of the crease. It's a transition shade as well, but we're just gonna deepen the outer corner up a little bit. Don't have to do much, we just need it to be one of the transition shades along with Nesting. Now, next step, we're gonna take a darker shade, which is Plumage. It's a brownish red, I think. So again, put it on the outer corner of the crease. We're again building up the crease. And you better be light-handed because it's quite a dark color. And so far you can see I've been leaving this blank space for this area because in this palette there are a lot of shimmery and glittery shades that I like, and I really want to be able to incorporate them into this eye look. So again, we're gonna leave this area a blank space. Okay, now in order for myself to look a little less crazy, I am going to work on my lower lash line, which again is to use this blending brush. Of course, it depends on the size of your eyes and the shape of your eyes, and I'm used to using this. And I'm gonna use this blending brush to dip in the lightest shade. I'm gonna put it on the entire lower lash line. And remember, this is only the transitioning shade. And I think I'm gonna dip in, Byebye Birdie. Remember the pink shade again, and put it on the entire lash line again. And it should be a little closer to the lash line than where I put the shade Nesting previously. So you can see there's a little bit of pink shade underneath. And now I think I'm gonna use a flat brush like this. And I'm gonna use it to dip in Fly By Night. I don't know how to describe this shade. It's a purple shade too, but it's not so brownish as Plumage is. And I only added on the outer third of my lower lash line. You should be light-handed again. And today I feel like doing something a little different from what I'm used to. So I'm gonna use this very small flat brush. I'm gonna mix Fly By Night and Plumage and add this on the outer fourth and extend it. It's like making it a little bit parallel to your upper eyeliner. Well, I know this looks a little crazy right now, but I promise I'll make it blended in, okay? So now we draw a line by mixing these two colors, and then we are going to smudge it. Yes. We're gonna blend it with the same brush. But remember, you have to do it very carefully. I mean, don't make the lower line longer than the upper liner, because it's gonna look weird. So I'm gonna blend it by smudging it outwards like this. As you can see, I leave this space blank, and after you do your lashes, it will open up your eyes in a different way. So we're gonna see the results later. And now again, going back to this smaller flat brush, I'm gonna use this brush to dip in Plumage because it's more precise, and then to enhance the outer corner again. I know that we did this already, but I just want to enhance it with a smaller brush again. And of course, at the end, we will blend the entire things again. Don't worry about it. Now it's time for the shimmers. And to to be honest, I'm quite hesitant with the shimmers I'm going to use because there are just too many of them. They're just too beautiful. I think I'm gonna choose Ariel because I really want something warm to kind of balance this look. So, okay, I'm gonna dip in Ariel with my finger and apply it directly onto my lid. Oh my gosh, that's so stunning. That's just so stunning. So stunning. I'm sorry, I keep doing I keep doing my left eye, which you can't even see clearly. Alright, I promise I'll go back to my right eye. Oh man, this is beautiful. The perfect color to balance the entire look. Of course, this shimmer is definitely not enough for my taste. I'm going to do something else. And I want to dip in, let me think. I'm a little hesitant. I've used on wing before for so many times, and it is a perfect shimmer shade. Beautiful, stunning. But today I think I'm gonna go for Nevermore. Let's do Nevermore. And I'm gonna put this pinky shade on close to the outer corner, but you know, a little inner. I don't know how to describe this, but anyway, I'm doing this awkwardly. Here, not the center of your lid, but beside the center of your lid. Okay, it's stunning. That's okay. We'll have to blend it later with the brush though. Moving on to the next step, we're gonna blend everything all together. And again, going back to this smaller flat brush. Remember to do this part. And this part. Remember, don't bring the entire shimmer to the outer corner. I don't like that. We want it to be clean, so after you blend this, you gotta clean your brush before you go in again. Because once you drag your shimmer to the outer corner, that will make the entire eye look messy. And it's not bringing them together. Trust me. And then we're gonna use the same brush to dip in Plumage to bring the color on the outer corner back a little bit. Previously, we used the shimmer Nevermore to do the one that is a little close to the outer corner. So now we're gonna bring the original Plumage back a little bit. Here is the final step. Final step, we're gonna use this very small flat brush to go back and dig in Gander, which is the lightest shade of shimmer, and add it on the inner corner of your eyes. Well, to be honest, Gander is one of the super shock shadow, so it might be a little difficult to apply it onto your skin by using the brush, but yeah, to make it precise, enough. I think using a brush is better than using your finger. Alright, this is the finished look by using the Byebye Birdie palette. Here comes our final thoughts on this collection. First of all, I want to talk about this palette. This palette, as I mentioned, there are a lot of shades that I really love. I can say I pretty much love all of the shades in this palette. Everything. I know I'm a pink person, but I'm not like someone who really likes to wear a lot of purplish or pink tone on my eyes. This palette really makes me fall in love with it because of the balancing of colors. You can see some of the warm tones and some of the cool tone shades as well. And these Super Shock eyeshadows, they're really shimmery, really beautiful, very easy to blend. And so are the matte finished shadows. They blend like a dream. All of them are really pigmented and pretty much look the same as they look on the pan. And I especially love this color. This color is called On a Wing. So this shade is really special, I have to say. This is a shimmery shade. I usually am not so crazy about shimmery shades, but this one I love it specifically because the color looks like a grayish mauve, I think. But when you really put it on your eyelids, it's so shimmery and sparkling. And I love these two glitters. They look incredible on the lid. I know I didn't use it in the tutorial, but I actually am wearing this right now. The glitter I'm wearing is this one. It's called Amuse Me. It's so stunning, no lies. What can I say? I love all of them. And last but not least, I'm gonna talk about this Ultra Blotted Lip. I fell in love with Ultra Blotted Lip already when the first time I used it. Well, when the first time I used it, I remember I got the shade Zuma, and ever since I was in love with its formula. This formula is really incredible, incompatible. So far, I have not seen a formula like this. You guys know I'm a lipstick addict, and I've used a lot of lipsticks, and this one, it carries a formula that I cannot explain. It is really weird. When you first put it onto your lips, it's a little wet at the beginning, but when it dries down, it becomes a very beautiful matte. It's like your lip but better, and you would discover that the color is not 100% pigmented, but it's a little bit transparent. It is very lightweight, and it does not transfer. The best thing, I already finished a tube. To finish a tube of lipstick is big. Do you guys agree with me? Alright, that concludes today's video. If you have any suggestions, any reviews, or if you have any questions about these products I just mentioned, please comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!